Hi everyone, welcome back to ITOM batch 3 day 39. How are you doing guys today?
Very good, Ajay.
How about you?
I'm also doing good. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, I think let's get started. Do you have any questions before proceeding to the next things? For the last or earlier covered topics till now? Okay, no. So what we are going to discuss about, we are going to be discuss about the event field mapping, right? So as you know, while we are writing the event rules, and if the value is not coming correctly on the required attribute, that can be anything, right? Or if we want to transform that value from A to B, there on that particular purpose, we are going to use the event field mapping. In simple words, if I say a scenario where you are not getting your severity in the severity field, like it's a critical or high or major or minor, but you are getting in additional information severity like blue, red, yellow, amber. Service now not understanding what is blue, red, yellow, amber, right? But now based on that color coding, you have to be convert your event to an alert with the correct severity, right? So if it is coming blue, then you want to convert as a I can say warning. If it is coming amber, you want to convert as a major. If it is coming red, you want to convert as a critical. So that can be possibilities. Some monitoring source will not able to provide the severity in our ServiceNow standards or in the numbers, right? So in that case, we have to be transform the particular severity values in the correct severities, which is, I can say within sync with ServiceNow event management severities, right? So in that particular time, event field mapping comes in the picture. So that is one of the example for the severities. That can be couple of other examples can be there which you can utilize to use the event field mapping, right? So let's start with that. What going to do? I'm again going to be generate one event for the custom severity here using this one. Let me go to here. Let me go to simulation event generator. And let me see before. Okay, no issues. Let's go with that. Load sample. Okay, now you see that my severity is none and resolution state is none, but in additional information I'm getting acme severity blue, right? So generate that event. Let's see first of all what happen when you don't have the severity mapping and it how it's going to be showcased, right? So let's see, is this processed or no, right? So if I just quickly open that alert, sorry, event, you see it says severity invalid value, no event rule is applied, and the state is moved to error. So when we don't have the correct mapping or correct alignment with the ServiceNow standard severity, conditions, that will not moved out to incorrect alert, right? So we see that severity is invalid and no event rule is applied because severity we are not getting here. If severity is not there, then it will always showcase the errors, right? So that event will not going to be processed in that case. I hope you are able to hear me guys, right? Okay, now
Yes, Ajay.
now what we are going to do, I'm going to do the event field mapping. Let's go to do that. So event field mapping, I'm just going to create a new name. I'm just providing this one. Let's get this open. I'm not sure. Sometimes the instance is running very slow. So meanwhile it's opening, what we have to do, as I mentioned, I'm navigating to the event field mapping. Here we need to be provide these, so like the name of it, active true or false if we want to do, source and the source field, right? So source will be our monitoring system source name, what it is, and that source field, from which field I just want to map this to that one, right? So what I'm just providing the name here, source is, here is my source is Acme. We can find it from the event itself, and make sure whatever the source you are providing, that should be aligned with your event, right? So let me put, why it's not copied. Okay, assignment group you can also provide here as well, but it's not required to do that. Here different type of mapping type is there, right? Map field and transform value, single field, create or update field and set constant value, that you can do. Map field, you can copy the field as well. Map field and transform value using regex. If you are getting some big amount of the value or the in particular field, and if you want to apply some regex and then you want to do that transformation, you can do that. Map field using regex, you can do that. Again, map field, copy value from the regex group. Advanced mapping using the script, if you want to write a script, you can do that. And map field from the reference table, you can also do the mapping of reference field, right? So let's go to use this one. Here what we need to do, we need to use the source field and the target field. What will be the source field here, where we are getting the information is additional information, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this one, and the value in additional information, under the additional informations we are getting the value in Acme severity, right? So I'm going to use this one as a source, and target is my severity. Make sure this target you are capturing from the alert or the event as well, or might be you are going to be mapped here, so you can click, you can see this, the field particularly what it is, right? So you can copy this one. Now what we have did, we have just configure in that way, complete the event field mapping. And as I mentioned, we have to do the event field mapping or the pairs, like transforming, we are going to the transform the data from one value to the target value, right? So when I go here, you can do that, right? So whatever they are following, I can do that: green, red, orange, yellow, blue. Green, red, and make sure you are following the correct things. Basically correct things means this, it will follow the data whatever in format it is coming, right? So what I'm doing here, green, red, orange, yellow and blue. But what I did, I just not follow because the value is coming in the capital letters or small letters basically, right? Let me put this one, orange, green. Okay, so green means if it is value coming as a green, we can say it's a 0, means that will close my event basically, or it's a okay type of event, right? So let me put again blue here, and then we can define, right? So if it is red, it's a priority number 1 because number 1 is critical for us. Then orange, we can put number 2. I'm just putting randomly. It's, you can also confirm or cross check with the customers if they want to put in different way as well. Like sometimes what will happen, they are sending severity as a red, but it's a critical based on that we understand, right? But they don't want to create a critical alert on the red, they want create a major alert on the red, right? So that particular things you can consult with the customer as well, right? Once that particular thing is done, just let me submit this. Let's go down, and again we are firing this particular event. Generate event. The event is generated. Let's see what will happen now. It is processed and you can see the alert is generated. Now if you see, still no event rule is applied because no event rule is matching these particular conditions and all. But my event rule or event field mapping is applied here, which you can see Acme severity field, and that's blue. What blue we have configured here? Blue we have configured with the fourth of number category, a fourth of number the severity. So if I open it, what it is, it's a warning one, right? So you can see here this one on the alert that's created a warning severity alert basically. Okay, so that means that's working fine. The severity event field mapping is done. As I mentioned, you can try with couple of other things as well. Oh shit, I just to do that thing wrong. I'm just quickly showcase you the other type of this event field mapping, right? So if you see event field type, this we do use this one. If you want to use a target field and target value, what it means, it's a fixed value. In simple words, if I say hardcore, if you want to do that, right? Map field source to target if you want to the copy the field's value only, right? Using the regex, right? So you can write a regex as well, right? So if you put a regex value as a here into to value from value and what to value you want to be, right? Then we have map field using regex source to target directly, right? Then you have this particular one where you want to put the regex group expression as well, right? So you can do that. But here the one thing, if you write a script as well, you can do that scripting as well to the particular field mapping, right? And the last is map field from the a reference table. If you want to put the a field to match and then source field and the matching alert field and the target field, if you want to do that, so you can also do that, and you can capture the reference field where you want to be captured. The thing is, the one thing which I just want to mention here, because we are not expert in the regex, and we are not using that much regex, right? So always go to this regex 101. This is I'm always going to use it, and it's very helpful or useful things basically, right? So this particular things will help me out to write my regex if I'm not able to do that. So example, if I'm writing test track with AJ and I need to only capture, or let me put 1 2 3. If I need to capture my 1 2 3 only here, I don't know how to do that, right? So come here, see only single character, any digit. If I just put /d, I can capturing this my 1 2 3, right? So three matches will be worked here. Match one, it's capturing number one, number two, number three. And if I need to be capture any non-digit, I can put this one. It's capturing my test track with AJ in different because it's thinking like it's a different characters for it. If I just want to capture the complete thing, I can put dot or star, like I'm capturing the complete value, right? So test track with AJ, you can see here match one, right? So use these particular quick references available here, what you want to capture, in which you want to be captured, and these particular things which you write here, this is your regular expressions which you have to be copy from here and populate on the alert or event or the mapping if you required it, right? So that you can do. So any questions till now, first of all, before moving to the next things?
Regarding the regular expression, if you can little bit more clarify, because I heard more about people are using in event management or service mapping regex a lot.
Yep.
And probably like if you can just a little bit like build our little bit more basic on it, so that would be great.
Right. So Eklavi, as I mentioned, I'm not expert in the regular expressions basically. That's why I'm specially mentioning this one regex 101, where I am going to use, what you have to do. The simple thing is you have to be copy and paste the string on which you want to apply the regex, right? So if I can find out something, let me see, one moment. Okay, I'm just copying this one, a custom error for Acme monitoring, right? What I'm doing, I'm just putting this to there. Now this is my field on which, or that attribute on which I have to be applied the regex. Now customer come and ask you, I need the Acme as a output from here. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so using these particular one which I'm just showcasing here in the right hand side, a
Mm-hmm.
single character of ABC you want to capture, you can write like, you know, with this, sorry, this ABC, this. So what it does, it's giving you error here. Your regular expression does not match the subject string basically, right? Because you are, there is no single characters here, it right. But if I just put the complete, if I just need to be get the complete you know, this value, but I put dot and star, custom error for this is match one found, which is in here, right? So if I putting this one, it's capturing the complete information of it. But what I need to do, I need to be capture the acme from here, right? Not the complete one. So
True.
we can just try to understand these particular things here. What is the best I can put here, or I can, you know, type here. Let's take an example. I'm also trying the same thing, right? So I'm getting this, or if I put the this, I'm getting the numbers like that. So if I just need to be capture this one, what should be, this is one of that, you know, field which I need to be captured. So okay, 1 2 3 4, I can use this one, a number 4. No, this is also not, or number 3. No, this is also giving me error because I'm not expert basically. I'm simply saying, right? So I'm just trying to use this one. More, it will take lots of time sometimes to be get that informations, but I'm trying to do this one, or I'm going to use the chat GPT in simple words if I say, right? That's
I was about to say use ChatGPT.
but, you know, it's little tricky to get it. And the, okay, let me, a character not in the range to A to Z, a character in the range. Okay, let me see if I can use this one. This A hyphen G, A hyphen G, and this, no. Okay, it's capturing, but it's capturing in the different things. No, it's this will not work, right? And I can see one more thing here. Capturing number 1. No, I can see. I think let me put dot star and dot star. This A4. No. Okay, I did it wrong.
So Ajay, if I try to understand this thing a little more a simplistic way, this is like, you know, the combination of some of the special characters. It leads to required a field, a required like, you know, the words to be get available, or probably like, you know, publish in an expression which is usually called as the regular expression in terms of it.
Yes.
And this is usually we use in I mean, which area or which place, like, you know, which is been mostly customer ask where, I mean, because I have read this thing couple of times, some of the videos, some of the posts on the community and all this, but I was not able to figure it out that, I mean, why they are asking for it. What is the need of, like, you know, asking for the regular expression when a simple English can serve the purpose?
Right. So, you know, agreed. But if you have a long data, right, and in that particular long data, if you want to capture some value, how you will be able to do that? That's why it's required to write a regular expressions, right? So, you know, I'm just already giving a simple example here. This is the text field. This is the field, or, you know, you're writing a custom pattern. You're getting a lots of output, a huge output. But on that output, you want to capture only the IP addresses for particular things. You want to capture the host name of the particular things or the port of the particular things, right? And you know, you have a 10 or 20 text line, right? but you need to be capture the IP address. So you need to write the regex their particular things to be get that particular one, right? The same way, if this is just a very simple one, but I'm not able to write it, right? So it's a I just need to be capture the acme and need to be populate that acme value to different attribute, right? Which is not available in the different attribute. So how we can capture this particular acme value, that is a regular expression we have to be write, and then we have to be publish. Simple. That's I'm just trying to show you or showcase you, or trying to mention you basically, right? So I just give you the reference here. You need to be tried it because I'm not trying in from last couple of months or years, you can say. But this is one of the good thing where you can come. You just need to be little, do some practice, and I'm pretty sure you are able to crack it, right? I'm also trying to do the same things lots of time, and if it is not working, there is one person in my team earlier, not now. I'm going to be reach out to them because he's a champ of the regex. He used lots of time those particular things because his work is related to that only. So I'm reaching out to him, and he will crack me this particular regular expression issues to me, right? So that's very easy to do that. But again, it's not my expertise basically, which I can expert you, but you can. I am just giving you the reference. You can use this one particular things to be get the regular expressions basically. Right, so sorry, I cannot help you.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
No worries.
Okay, now let me move to the next things basically. Okay, what I'm trying to, yeah. So we generated that event. Let me come back here. Yeah, we generated the alert is generated. Now there is no event rule is triggered. Now let's do with another event. Let's trigger this one. Where is this? Okay. Load sample, this, here, this. This time we send the orange one. This is processed, Acme severity rule is applied, and orange belongs to whatever we have configured its measure, right? So that severity is populated here. That's is the use of the event field mapping in simple words, if I say. Now they put it a challenge here to create use this particular event, and they want to be see to trigger a event rule on it, right? And write a event regex expression as well here. The process error level red, right? So let's do this as well. I think that's easy. Oh, okay, let me do this. Let me trigger the new event, and it will again help you out. Couple of things, yeah. Let's trigger this. Here the thing is changed, they have in description there is no information and additional information and all. Process error level red they are putting. Let's generate the event first. Okay, now again, if you see, there is no severity here. It will go to the error again. No event rule is applied, and as well as there is no event field mapping because additional informations we are not cutting that information, right? And also the value coming in the description, not in a particular field. And this is here you can use the regex basically, right? So if I just need to be capture the red here and put it to in event field mapping, you can also capture that particular things. And also there is another way which you can use to be populate, right? So what I'm trying to do that I'm just creating a event rule here on top of this event directly from the event. And as I mentioned, what is the benefit to creating a event from the event rule from the event itself? The variables and the value will be available there, right? So I'm going just following this one. Acme severity challenge. Let me put this one. Event filter, we can put it process level error. Okay, type is Acme demo. Okay, and that's another conditions. It's up to us if we want to put it like, how much, we want to be match my event rule with the conditions, that too up to us, right? If I just put only process level error, that also working, right? Because description is matching, it doesn't mean ki type is also match or other things also match, right? If description is matching, that will done, right? But what will happen, I just want to trigger this particular event rule for that particular certain conditions only, right? Where source instance is PS only and classification is IT. Might be possible we have couple of source instances for this particular Acme demo or Acme source, or that can be possibility the type is coming multiple types. So but we want this particular event will be triggered with these particular conditions only, right? So then we can do that, otherwise I can leave it, right? So let's go there. Here in descriptions we are getting this one here, if you see, and this is giving you capability to write your basically I can say regex immediately, right? If if you are able to write the regex from 101, that will be good. Otherwise what I'm going to do, I just click on this particular red attribute, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to be captured in this particular field here, and if I enter this particular field is captured in Acme severity field, right? And if you see, this is my regex applied here, dot star in brackets. So I'm able to get it now. Let's turn. So severity is coming red and it's available. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use this particular severity in severity field, or that's also available in my additional informations, right? So let me submit this. I'm not doing anything else. Okay, now let's go and trigger the event again. Where it is. Yeah. Let's generate event. No, this is also not triggered. This is also creating error. Okay, might be we did something wrong. What we did it. Let me see the event rule again. What the name I put it here? It's where it is Acme severity challenge. So what they are doing, they are putting these conditions Acme and their original field descriptions, making this one red from there. Okay, let me go here. I have captured here in this particular one, but I can put this one not there. Let me put in the different way. I think need to be put the severity like this. Okay, yeah. Severity is red. Okay, let me showcase you this one. But before that, let me do one more thing. I'm going to the event field mapping because that thing is changed now, and this is a challenge only, right? So if I go back here, the name I'm putting Acme fields. Source is what is source? I have it. Source is Acme. Where the value is coming to us is single field. The value is coming in severity. Target is severity, I think, shows the event on the event itself. It's severity, right? Yeah. And then I'm going to be configure the value red to number 1. Let me submit this as well. And let me save this event rule. And let's trigger the event once again. Let me go back. I hope this time this will work. Generate event directly. No, I think we are doing something wrong. That's we have to check again. I'm doing the same thing only, right? So if it is acme underscore severity and this, I'm capturing here only, right? The event filter is not required to do that, anything with that. Process level error. Oh, okay, condition is not matching because this one is, there is no event rule is applied. Let me save and type is acme demo. Let me save this. Let me trigger the event again. One more time. It's still, I don't think that will work. No, this is again not working because I know that what I did the thing wrong here. Let me go back and let me put the severity here. Let me save this. Let me try again. And that's basically happens most of the time when you're writing the event rules. Whenever your event rule is not matching the proper conditions, you have to be try at the same time multiple times basically for the same things. Let me see. What I'm missing, I'm not remembering that one. Error. Okay, but I think guys, let's not waste the time here. Do one thing, try it your side once, okay, and we'll see how it's working. Basically the thing is only they have mentioned basically the thing here. Just put those conditions, putting that one. If I'm just little curious because I'm using the same source, right? That should be matched the conditions. I'm using the same. Its filter condition is doesn't, you know, belongs to me. Process level error. This is done. We have not done anything. That's not giving any, but you know, they are asking me to capture the red value in acme severity. And then they are also doing the same thing. No, I think just tried it at your side once. Let's see who are able to crack this one. And I also try to crack it from my side and will showcase you on Monday. I think it's just I'm remembering I'm missing a small thing basically, if I'm not wrong, that I feel it acne. It was, yeah, anyone want to say something?
Yeah, did you write process hero level or process level hero? Did you check what they wrote there?
I just put it process level error. I think that's the condition. Oh, process error level, and I write process, my bad. That's why it's not matching. Oh, you know, that's a small thing that I'm remembering. I'm just doing something small because if your conditions is not matching, that event rule is not going to be triggered in that case. That's the case only here, right? So let me do again. Let me write generate an event again. Let's see now. Thank you, Michael, to highlight that issue. I hope this time it's working. If I'm not wrong, no, still I'm missing something. If I'm not wrong, process error level, this, it's showing severity invalid value, but we have already captured this one. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me activate this one again. I just put it. Okay, that's challenging work. I'm always, loving, because that helped me to little bit more careful while we are doing something, right? Acme demo again. Let me put the conditions that they are asking. Source instance PS, classification ID. Source instance PS, but that's not required, I'm pretty sure. Classification is IT, process error level. Okay, Acme severity challenge, Acme, yeah. Then we did it, Acme severity, we are capturing the value in the same field whatever earlier we have. It's Acme, one moment, yeah, Acme severity, we have it earlier. Acme severity red is the same. One moment, I just need to check one more thing. Okay, yeah, let me save this now and let's try once again. Code sample. Okay, need to be copy the name from here. Where it is, yeah, here it is. Generate event. Let's see. No, still error message. We are getting event failed, invalid value. Okay, let me crack it. Might be I'm just small thing I'm missing. I'm not sure what I'm missing right now, because I'm not able to recall that one. But I will let you know on this particular point, right? You know how this will working basically. Process error level red. I'm just capturing the red value in Acme severity, and that is okay. Okay, one more thing I can do right away. One moment. And I feel that can be an issue. But I already did it red here. Orange, oh, red is capital letter only. Acme severity is the failed. Is the same value I'm capturing, severity, Acme underscore severity. Let me copy this. Let me try once again. Description, reset. I am going to capture this one. Reset, let me come here. Yeah, shit. I need to capture this. This, enter, yes, that's done. This is coming in severity as well, that's nice. I'm not putting anything here as well. Let's try in different way as well. Let me remove this one here and let me put this one and save. Last time I'm trying, and if it is not working, then I will try later and let you know what I'm missing basically. Let's see, let's generate event. No, still I'm getting the same error. Not the, okay, that's already captured here as well, and another value is capturing the severity to severity. Okay, let's do one thing. Let me try it my side and we'll get back to you. You know what I'm missing? I'm still pretty sure that small thing I'm missing here, which is, we are trying to do using the event rule, but I'm not able to detect it right away. Event rule, yeah. Okay, so what I will do, I will check once again at my side and will let you know on this particular point, right? So definitely you have some questions on that side. If you have another questions related to this particular topic, you can ask now. Anyone have any questions apart from that issue? Okay, if not,
Um,
yeah.
just sorry. I was about to ask a two question yesterday. Three question to one question I asked, two question more. If can I ask now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Service mapping, event management. I have seen like some of the places they are asking for the development part of it. I mean, I'm failed to understand where exactly like the scripting is used uh, and level of scripting and all those in event management or service mapping. If you can just a little bit guide on that. One is that, and another thing is CI/CD, which is like the concept of DevOps.
Mhm.
How it is like comes in ServiceNow and how it is useful in ServiceNow. How we can leverage that. If you can just throw some light on it.
Okay, so the one thing is when you are asking for that, scripting side. So as I already mentioned, and if you ask me in ITOM, only the 20% scripting is going to use, and
Mm-hmm.
that based on scenario to scenario. Example, right? So first thing, if I just quickly showcase you like event example, I'm just showcasing you event correlation rule. Event, yeah, one moment. There is some, oh sorry, alert correlation rule that are, yeah, see, and alert management rule. So if you see here, I'm just opening this particular rule, alert correlation rules. Let's get this open completely. Yeah, this is the scripting here, right? So when you are writing a particular type of correlation rule manually based on some conditions,
Mm-hmm.
okay, basically if I give you a scenario or customer give you a scenario कि Eklavya, you need to write a scripting or you need to be put a correlation rule. If my X is impacted, I know my Y is going to be impacted in next 10 minutes. Write a rule all both alert will be correlated together. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's you in that particular time you are going to use the scripting basically, right? If that is not a time series based events, basically time series, basically what you can do manually, you can also have that particular things available if source contain this, and if you want to do a condition on it, if it is generated within this particular time of minutes, right, then you can generate it. It's, if you see, this is a, the alert considered are only for those arrive within windows determined by last event generation time field on the alert, right? So they've already put it a scripting based on this particular field, the 60 minutes. If alert is generating within 60 minutes, automatically this particular, scripting will comes in the picture. But if conditions are different to different, right, you need to write a scripting in correlation rules. The same thing you write to, alert management rule, you no need to write a scripting, but flow designer comes in the picture. And if you want to pass the some value from particular fields, you need to write a scripting there as well, right? The same way, the custom things, basically whenever you are going to do a custom things apart from ITOM, you have to write a scripting, like some if customer comes to you and ask you, as a you need to be populate the again on the discovery side. If I give an example, you need to be populate the IP addresses from my catalog items in the discovery schedules whenever I provision a new CI, right? You need to write a scripting there as well, because you need to be populate the discovery schedule. You need to, first of all, you need to be find out the correct discovery schedule for that IP, and then you need to be copy that particular IP in the quick ranges, right? And comma separated IPs. So you need to write a scripting there as well. So whenever you are thinking about the custom solution side, right, based on the requirements, definitely you write a scripting in the ITOM side. Otherwise, as I mentioned, only 5 to 10% scripting is there. Sometimes you have to be write scripting on your, I can say service mapping part as well for achieving the requirements, whatever customer is looking for. Okay, but if you ask me my personal experience, and I always say I'm not good in the scripting. And I'm saying on the recorded line as well, I'm not that much good in the scripting. So what I always follow, I understand the code, right? I can read and tell you what is doing this particular code. But if you ask me to write a code, I cannot do. So what I follow, I try to understand. I try to understand the requirements, and then I'm trying to design from my side. First I need to call or glide record on which table, what need to be captured from there, what needs to do, and I'm just taking a reference of another code which is already available and trying to modify my things based on that particular rule.
Okay.
Right, but I'm not writing the straightforward scripting in a single go. No, I cannot do that.
Some of the job posting I have seen wherein it has been mentioned that ITOM developer. So I
Right.
was failed to understand that. I mean, what exactly special requirement is
That's
these? Because
you
till
know
now Ajay has not told anything about this.
Right. So definitely. Now customer is doing, as I mentioned, there are two type of customers. One customer who are looking for out of the box things only, means as much as possibles we can achieve the out of the box things. Okay. And the second thing is customer wants to achieve requirements. Now he don't know, or he don't aware, or he don't looking for anything. He just give you the requirement. Now it's you as an implementation partner, it's your choice, or it's your thing. You have to complete that requirement basically. But what I feel, if that is going beyond a certain limit for customization, we should avoid that, because end of the day, that whatever the customization or what level customization we are doing, that is going to be impact my ServiceNow instance performance. Second thing, that is going to be impact my upgrades, because end of the day, in every second release we have to be upgrade, or the customer have to upgrade their ServiceNow instance. If not, as an implementation partner, you did it one time, but when they are going to be upgrade, definitely most of the things will not working, because you did lots of customization and lots of things you have done it, right? So just try to avoid as much as possible the customization, or follow the basic process of the customization, not going to be the extend level or the best practices for the customization, right? And I see a couple of times pupils leave writing a logs, and leave it, right? So logs will be going to generate it multiple times, and they are filling the logs transactions table basically. That's not the correct way. Every time you cannot write a logs to in the transactions table or the logs table, right? So just follow those particular things and avoid that particular situation if you're getting that much. Second thing, you ask about the CI and CD things, right? What I understand using the CI, CD and DevOps, the automation which we can use, or which we can do automation through the service now using following the DevOps requirements, right? So what DevOps team is doing the automations using the different tools like Jenkins, or Terraform, or Ansible and other things, right? So these are the DevOps tool which I say. So ServiceNow also able to use that DevOps tool to automate your requirements in through the service now and trigger whatever you want to do that. So I'm also still doing the same thing. Let me give you a scenario. uh, Let me give you a scenario here. You have a requirements where some, network devices, something you want to do daily basis, right? If you want to do daily basis, you require something is possible at your side. But if customer wants a standard, approach to follow to change anything in there, so there are two use cases basically, right? Let me tell you. If you want to change, if you want a report example at your device level, you can do your automation, right? So you can generate a report and you can send it to across that, receptionist which you want to send it, right? But the second thing, if something you are doing in your environments, changing something, you required to follow the standard process of your organizations, means change management, right? So of now you have to be follow the change management. If you following the change management process, someone come to create a manual change and then going to following the change. When its change is moved to the implementation state, then you are going to log in on that particular device and doing the automation, right? Now we can achieve completely using the service. Now we can schedule the change. Basically it will create in every 4 hours or 8 hours or 10 hours, right? And then we can connect to these particular Ansibles or Jenkins or the Terraform and run the playbooks. Playbooks is nothing but playbooks is something what actions they are doing at their site, right? So playbooks will be configured or generated by that particular team who are responsible to automate that particular one, right? We at the ServiceNow system or ServiceNow side, we are going to be trigger that playbooks at their devices, and based on the steps they have mentioned in their playbooks, that particular steps will be performed, and we are just waiting to get the result of the playbooks run. It's successful or the failure. If we get successful as a logs, we will copy, we will fetch that information and will populate these particular informations on the change, and then we'll proceed further to close the change, right? So it's a automation basically. That's I'm doing basically here in my current role basically, right? So you can do automations using the different, I can say, DevOps tools basically. Okay, that's why people are asking, a little bit about CI/CD and the DevOps concepts, how they're that working and how that will be helpful for others. I hope I'm able to help you to clear out your doubts related to that. Eklavya, are you able to hear me? Okay, I
Yes,
think
you can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
but I have not seen any response from Eklavya. Might be he dropped off. No. Okay, I think I just want to showcase you today. I think it's already 8 now and I don't want to proceed with the next topic, but the next topic is related to configure the alert management rules, which help to convert my alert to an incident basically. And then we'll move to slowly to the correlation rules and other things basically, right? And then I think by the next end of the next week we'll able to complete the event management things, and then we'll move to the service mapping, right? But service mapping will not take much time because we already covered the discovery things and all. I'm just going to showcase you how the service maps you are going to be able to configure, what are the capabilities, what are the prereq for that. And apart from that, doing the custom patterns, which already we have covered it, right? I will showcase you something if possible. So that's all about that. Eklavya, I think you dropped off. You rejoined again, right? Okay, not sure. So that's all for today. Any other questions from anyone else? Any
Good,
question?
Ajay.
Okay, so I think we can wrap up the sessions now. We'll connect on Monday, and till the time I am going to figure out this particular issue which we face today in event field mapping. Also we'll work on the questionnaires of that CMDB or complete ITOM related things. Okay, and we'll give it to you. Okay, I think that's all for now. Let's connect on the Monday. Till the time, happy weekend, guys.
Yeah, thanks,
Good.
Ajay.
Bye.
Yeah, thanks, Ajay.
Thank you.
Thank you.